Southern Vangard Radio. This is DJ John Doe. Woo. And to the right of me is my man.
Woo, ha. Woo. Ooh, 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 ooh. Woo, woo, woo.
Can I keep it going on?
Cappuccino. What's up?
Cappuccino, man.
Yeah.
Had to get an extra long one in there. Pause.
No problem.
For this weekend, man.
Should still be in bed. Chino is my
God,
name.
I should be in fucking bed right now, man. Damn.
We crazy as hell.
We still about Natalie got up this morning. She was like, "Are you recording with Meeks tonight?" I'm like, "You damn right I am." I mean, against my better judgment, we're recording tonight, but you know,
against our better judgment, but you know what I'm saying? Shit, we might well keep the party going, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Man, Meeks, tell the folks what happened this weekend, man. Last night, that show was crazy, dude.
Hey, look, man, the alley-oops just keep coming in abundance, and we are grateful and thankful and truly blessed and highly favored. Hallelujah. Oh, let that sink in for a minute.
All right.
Put your hands on your PC right now. Get some of these blessings. That's what we doing, man.
Meeks is about the blessings right now.
Yo, man, 10-year anniversary. Celebrating the life and times of the legendary Jax,
yes,
Christopher
sir.
Jax Thurston, and went down real big at 529 EAV. King Just,
Chief Just,
King Just, Court Justice, Supreme Court Justice, King Chief Just, Binkus Rex, Jay Cyanide, Dylan, Lobby Don P himself.
He wrecked it.
This one group, local as fuck, Chino.
Old ass motherfuckers up on stage.
Walkers and everything. Insure bottles they left behind, all kinds of shit.
Superstition in
the building.
Dropping exclusives, never heard before joints.
Jay Zone put on a 45 clinic.
So sick, I missed that shit.
Yo, dude, they still chopping it up.
I know, they're still talking about that shit.
Yeah, that was monumental to witness.
That's dope.
Roster Root. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Mafioso back there.
Yes, sir.
Shouts out to Lisa. Shouts out to Flux.
Man, Jack's family came down, his brother.
Crew and Thurston in the house all the way from New York. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Just didn't even know he was going to make it and made it. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Jack's niece in the building last night. It was a beautiful family affair, a beautiful family reunion on all levels. And the energy was amazing. And
man, Atlanta's showing up in a big way right now, man. Past couple of months, they've been showing up.
Did we hear something about a renaissance possibly?
That was Architect. Architect is convinced there's a renaissance about to happen here. I don't know about all that, man. But I know shit's kind of popping right now in a way I haven't seen it pop in a while. So.
Yeah. So we could keep that going. It'll be a good thing, man. Yes, but we had a blast, and I actually was talking to Lisa on the way over here, man.
Were you?
I just thanked her profusely and told her how much we love her and how much we always will, and I let her know that I'll come work on her air conditioner furnace whenever she needs it.
She might need to get in the promotions game, man.
She need to do something.
After last night, I tell you what.
That was the merch table.
My God, merch was popping.
Was an operation in itself, and it went off lovely. I saw stacks of guap being counted over.
You saw stacks?
Hey, man, I'm gonna leave that right there.
I bought some shit.
Yeah. It went down.
I bought some vinyl I didn't have.
It went down. You know what I'm saying? So just a great night. Shouts out to Speakeasy Promotions for opening the door again.
Yeah, big Brandon
for
Boyle.
the family. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah. All good.
And thank goodness, we did that show last night. We have a nice bottle of bourbon to drink.
Yeah, I actually got fussed at for pouring a little out for the homie Jax.
You got fussed? Oh,
yeah.
Hell
Lisa
no.
was like, "Yo, that liquor is too good for you." I was like, "Come on, Lisa." Come on,
it was
Lisa.
just a few drops. Don't get it twisted.
A drop.
It was
a driplet.
A driplet.
Yeah, it wasn't no full pour or nothing like that.
Jax, we love you, dude, but we ain't pouring too much liquor out for you.
But we had to pour a little out. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Pour out a little liquor.
Word.
Yeah,
so, man.
Great times,
beautiful,
man.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so that was the weekend pretty much. I mean,
yeah.
I got into a little basketball business. My son, my oldest, played a little basketball this weekend. Won the first game of the season.
To sports.
Oh yeah, man.
Is football still?
Oh, we done. Yeah,
okay.
Playoffs. We got kicked out of the playoffs a couple weeks ago, and I think we in high school still in the playoffs right now, but yeah, 7th grade's out.
All right, so on to basketball.
Dude, last football game of the season. Monday was tryouts, and the first game was a week later.
That's what's
up. They don't play.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that was cool. Back in the basketball routine, and just trying to get ready for the week and prepare myself mentally for what's around the corner with the holidays.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. And that's right around the corner.
It's
I was
right
looking
around the
at
corner.
the calendar because I was wondering if the kids was out of school tomorrow, and they're not. But all they got to do is make it through this week. And they off all next week.
I know.
Yep.
I know.
And we'll be eating dry ass bird.
I'm not ready.
Again.
Yeah. All right, word. So let's get down to business. But before we do that, if this is the first time you're listening, welcome. This is Southern Vangard Radio. We drop twice a week on Tuesdays. It's a mix show. Myself cutting up the hip hops on the 12s, and Meeks and I just kicking back, talking shit, drinking bourbon, drinking beer, having a good time. And then on Thursdays, it's an interview session with an MC or DJ or producer or A&R, behind the scenes somebody. Example of interviews past include P. Watts and Large Professor from a couple of weeks ago, which was stellar, which was in studio. P.F. Cut and Kenny Dope, Crime Apple, dozens and dozens and dozens of illustrious artists that we all support here every week. Make sure you subscribe and share and like and follow and all that good shit on all of these platforms. Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Mixcloud, SoundCloud. Actually, we're on YouTube as well. And then Meeks, we have some affiliates as well that they can check us out on.
Yes, X Squad Radio, X Squad affiliates, our newest affiliate. What's up with you? I saw
Kesey.
Yeah, I saw A Dot last night. Shouts out to ATL
I haven't seen him forever.
Man, me either, man.
His dreads were about down to his ankles.
I used to see him quite a bit. We was talking about that. He was like, Meeks, I ain't in that building no more. I said, I ain't either. So yeah, shouts out to ATLHipHop.com, IronClassicRawRadio.net, Return of the BoomBap, WRBB Radio, all of those in Atlanta, and then we venture out to the West Coast with Soul Public Radio out west. Shouts out to X-Row. What's up, man?
What up, Vinyl Junkies? All right. So without any further ado, let's get into it. If you didn't notice at the beginning, this is 2 in-studio interviews in a row, Meeks.
Alley-oop.
This is why. It's all about the alley-oop right now. So when Meeks is to the right of me, that means we've got an in-studio guest. And this gentleman here, I connected with a couple of months ago. He was sending some music through. We played some of the music on the show. And then, we managed to make some things happen at A3C about 2 months ago, if y'all didn't hear. Word. And we had this gentleman kick things off. And, it couldn't have been kicked off any better way, man.
I was just about to say, don't just fly over that.
No, we're going to talk about that. Yeah. I mean, right now we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And I had people come up to me, after the show and be like, look, I knew as soon as that dude hit the stage, I knew that the night was going to be crazy.
Everybody that talked to me about that, about his performance, they was like, oh, after that, we kind of...
we locked in.
We knew the night was kind of...
Yeah, we locked in. And that's not an easy feat.
No, it's
Opening
not.
up, period, is not easy.
Because I ain't going to front. It was a little light in there.
It was.
But
it was 9:30.
It didn't matter to him.
Exactly. That's how you approach it.
You know what I'm saying?
So without any further ado, all the way from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah.
Sixman.
Yeah. What up? What up?
And he took it. That Sixman over there. I started the Sixman movement.
Right, Sixman.
Thank you for coming out, man.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me. I'm great, man. I'm glad to be here in the building, man. Thank y'all again for having me at the A3C show, man. The A3C show was, that was a legendary classic evening. And I'm happy to be a part of it, whether I opened it up, was in the middle, at the end, something like that. Yeah. You as an MC, you do what you train to do. Whatever you like, you do what you do.
It's got to go down.
I was honored to be in the building, man.
That's what's
up.
I
plan to, look forward to building with y'all from here, man.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Got a chance to talk to Andy last night about it, man. He ran over to me. He was like, yo, man, He's like, what's up for next year? I was like, hey man,
you tell me.
You tell me.
Tell me, my
what
man.
I can tell you is we got plans.
We got some ideas.
We could talk about some shit, but
we just need a little bread to make that plans happen.
But yeah, you never know. You never know. But the thing about it was I could appreciate Sixman's performance and his involvement with what we were doing. John, you backed them up, right?
I did, yeah. The first time we ever met in person. Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? It
goes
down.
He showed
man.
up. I had the joints. We went through it, put it together.
Real quick, it's easy. You know what I'm saying?
We figured it out.
He's a dope DJ, yo.
Oh, so, we talking about a man gets up on stage. It's a light crowd. People in there, they milling around or whatever. But, once he hit the stage, it popped off. And then it wasn't a, all right, I'm out type situation.
Yeah, man. Hung out the whole night.
Merch table popping.
Yeah.
Man. Wasted. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yes, sir.
I saw a similar colored rig held by a beautiful young lady that, that got gangs of footage. I think I actually saw your footage first before I saw any other footage at night.
Yeah, that's early.
So the man works it. He works it.
Man, respect.
Yes, sir.
He works it.
So Six, tell us what's going on, man. We've been playing some of the joints, but why don't you just give us an update with where you're at right now, and we kind of dig into new stuff, and we were talking about some history shit. And
yeah, no doubt.
Grand Rapids and all that, so I want to get into that too.
Okay, no doubt. As of right now, man, I got the Last King album out. Me and DJ Supa Dave, producer from Long Island, New York. We put out a 14-track LP. It's banging. We got a new single out, me and Flame Killer, from one of the original members from the infamous Mob. Flame Killer was locked down for like 10 years while they was doing their thing. He's just out now.
Really? Okay.
He's the big brother of Godfather Part 3.
Oh, really? I did not realize that.
Yep, and he's down here too. So, yeah, that's that connection. You know what I mean? We got the Pace One joint and some MCs from Canada on the joint, and just trying to promote it, man, and get it into people's hands, get into these hip hop lovers' hands, man. And
right.
Yeah.
So this is the second record you've had out this year, though, right?
Yeah. Before that,
follow up from the Grand.
From the Grand, One joint we had with Premier on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the joint.
All right.
That was the joint.
Nice.
Yeah.
That did a lot. Yeah.
So you on the mindset of keeping this thing moving.
Yeah.
No off days.
No, we gotta stay fresh. We gotta be able to stay on that level of where, people know Sixman is here and he's putting out quality music. So, these guys is putting out music fast.
Yeah.
And they putting out good music.
Yeah.
So, I just want to make sure that I'm in between that wave, putting out good music as well and being consistent as well.
Yeah, what's your actual approach to that? What's the work ethic based on?
Work ethic is based on, I've been doing it for a lot of years, so it's just something that comes natural.
That Midwest shit.
You know what I'm saying? I've been grinding since the 90s doing it. Before it was a Facebook or Instagram or anything. So it's just the passion of still following a musical dream.
Yeah.
That is still alive. I see, like, I travel overseas in different places and doing my music, so I see it's still alive for me to be able to do.
Yeah.
That's what keep me driving. Otherwise, I just maybe get into something else, you know. But it keep calling me, for some reason. They keep calling me, man.
Yeah, for better or worse.
Oh,
That's what Meeks and I always say.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no beating it, man. It's like Count always says it was the gift and the curse. Right?
Oh yeah, big time, man.
Figure out a way to make it happen. Yeah.
And you go through a whole lot of shit before you come to that realization too. And then you sit back and you like, you know what? Depending on how this shit come, it could either go this way, it could go that way. It's 50-50 for sure.
You just gotta keep pushing, man.
Got to keep pushing.
Believe,
no doubt.
Believe.
So you just dropped the video for the joint with Flame too.
Yeah,
right?
Apprendi.
Yeah,
we just dropped that.
So what's the story? You shot that here? Or
shot that
in
here.
Yeah,
not too long ago. We just connected, man, and we wanted to do something real grimy, man. Just because that song has that mob flavor. Like, if you never knew, like, you just played that track, it still has that mob influence and that flavor. Mm-hmm. So we just wanted to keep it grimy, shoot something, man, and just try to keep working it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about you and Supa Dave, man? How do you guys know one another? What's the story there with that connection?
Yo, funny, man. Like, Supa Dave just hit me up on social media one day. He was like, Six, can I submit you some records? I'm like, no doubt. So he submits me some records, and the records he submit me, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this?
Really?
I was like, yo, Dave, are these open? What can I do? Like, yo, yeah. So I'm like, from that moment, like a week later, I jumped in the studio and just start working, constructing. I said, Dave, send me some more joints, man. I went in the studio again, kept constructing. We just kept constructing until we ended up coming out with what we came out with. And I ended up looking at his credit list of who he's worked with.
Yeah.
And, I was like, oh, okay. Like, you know what I mean? That type of thing. You know what I mean?
Makes sense now.
Makes sense now. Like, I didn't even know. We was just going off a musical taste.
Yeah.
Pure taste.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then he got into my background, and I got into his background, and it was like, oh, okay, my dude.
Yeah. And when you start speaking on pure taste alone, that's a rare, thing to find somebody like-minded as far as taste is concerned.
Right.
So if you can build on that, it's kind of limitless the way you can go, man.
Right. And I get submissions from producers all the time, good producers too. But like I be telling some of my rap buddies are, I'd be like, it's certain producers that'll strike a chord in you.
Right.
Right.
And it'll make you just like, yo, I got to put some stuff on hold, and I got to.
Right.
It was that situation with this, man.
Gotcha.
So shout out Supa Dave.
Sound like a great situation, man.
Yeah, he's all over the place too right now. We just got a joint from Napoleon, the legend that he produced.
Yeah.
Was it Side B, I believe it's called, and he's really making the rounds right now.
Yeah, he's doing his thing right now. I'm like, okay. I got in there with
I thought it was dope you did a whole album with just one producer, man.
Yeah.
I respect that. A lot of people don't do that these days. Even though you're starting to see it become a little bit more common,
right
here and there, but
not everybody.
To lock in with one, like those are the best albums to me, man. And that I think that's what we've lost a little bit in this whole, fast food consumption. I hate using that term because everybody uses it, but shit's happening so fast that no one can lock in and get a sound together.
True.
Like this is why I love those guys up in Toronto so much. I think that's why you like him too, Meeks, with Future Wave and Daniel Son and A-Son and all those guys. Like they're locked in. Like
they're putting their time into it.
Yeah,
they're putting the right energy into it.
Right,
they doing it the right way.
There's focus.
And that's what we like about you. Your sound is right where it needs to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To a point where there's a faction of the world that can appreciate it for what it is. But the other thing that we've kind of realized doing this show the past 3 years or so now is that it's refreshing to see the youth doing the music the way it properly, you know what I mean? And that's what we appreciate, like you mentioned, the guys from Canada and it's coming from all over now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's incredible to watch.
Yeah.
So you didn't consciously do that. Like you didn't say like I want to make one project with him. It just kind of organically happened as he was sending you shit.
That organically just happened.
Really? Okay.
And then in the middle, it was like, Dave, we probably need to just do a LP, like just me and you, because I really was just feeling his sound. His sound was just bringing songs out of me, and I was like,
awesome, man.
I want to head this direction.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be a good look for me and him.
That's
so
awesome,
personally,
man.
though, it'd be a good look.
Dope.
Yeah, just because we were interested musically more than just like a money situation thing. Just
nice,
right? Music.
Yeah, right.
He wanted to make music. I wanted to make music.
Right.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So did you guys get in the lab together, or was it straight just pushing stuff back and forth?
No, it was straight pushing it back and forth.
Okay.
But I wanted to make sure I did him justice, on everything. He did all the scratches, and he did some mixing on the album. So he was still very involved in the album, the sound of it and the sonic sounds of it. So
who was the harshest critic, you or Supa Dave?
Me.
Okay.
Me.
Well, where does that come from? I think you just said it. Just wanted to do it justice.
Wanting to do it justice, and just I've been recording in studio since I was like 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
And this go back to when we was doing records with Willie The Kid, and we was back in Grand Rapids in high school, and we was doing records, and we was paying to go to the studio and all this type of thing. So all that experience up till now in my 30s, it's just like, move out the way. I know what I'm doing. I know what it need to sound like. That type of thing.
How harsh is this critic? We scrapping scrapping all verses and starting from scratch, or we
we got lost tapes in the lab,
right,
or in the stash, or nah?
No, it's
got shit on the cutting room floor.
it's the preparation part that's probably the most monotonous for me.
Mm-hmm.
The repetition of the beginning process, the go in process is easy.
Mm-hmm.
In the studio, 1 takers, 3 tracks in the night, perfectly laid.
But it's been a whole process before you even get to that.
Process before that. Just prep, listening,
wasting no time.
Yeah,
wasting no time, no energy. When I go in, I'm going in for real.
Yeah, so
that comes from having to pay for that studio time too, man.
Yeah,
you sure that studio time.
Yeah, we not fucking around.
Yeah, man.
Do not come in there unprepared.
You're gonna get your ass kicked out of the booth. Yeah, you get kicked out of the booth, and it's on your dollar. And
yeah, you know. That's why my daughters don't like going to the mall with me. I don't do all that store to store shit. I know what I want when I come in.
Oh yeah. Window shopping? Hell
nah, man. We're not doing that.
Nah.
I'm going to the Foot Locker, and then I'm going to the car.
Right.
Right, exactly.
And if we got a window shop, I'm going to look it up and then on the internet.
On this window.
Right, on that window. And okay, it's there. I already did. It's on there. You know what I mean? Like,
stop, man. Slow that down. For real.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that though, because that's you cut a lot of fat away like that. And you don't leave a lot up for question when you work like that. Like, is this really dope, or you know what I'm saying? I knew it was dope when we walked in here.
Yeah. I mean, I was my early trainings was like that. Like, you got to remember, like, I dropped my first joint when I was 18, and this was in 99, 2000. So I had a manager. We was on a small label, so it was some training that was already instilled there on what we need to be doing, how we need to be formatting, time zones, all that stuff. So now when I get in, I don't need all the manager and the label aspect. I don't need nothing but myself and maybe an engineer. Rarely that.
Really?
Rarely that. But on the last 2 projects, it's been me and, Uncle Junebug.
Okay.
Him on the engineer and me in the booth.
Okay.
And, going like that.
But you got that in your wheelhouse too? Is that what you're saying? The engineering aspect?
Yeah, I got the engineering aspect in there. Because after everything is laid, and I'm giving away, sometimes I don't really like to tell everybody, but, it's what it is. It's a trade and a craft to me too, is that when the project is done, I'm going in the mix. I don't have to hire in a third party to come in and pay him multiple thousands of dollars to get these quality mixes, man.
Look here, ladies and gentlemen. Sixman is a self-contained unit. I wish y'all could see the camera rig that is...
No doubt.
That is getting all of this right now.
Story, man.
He's not fucking around.
Nah, man.
He don't fuck around, man. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect it, man.
Right.
And again, man, your come up and sound similar to ours. You know what I'm saying? We've been through the ups and downs, the rigors of it. We paid for studio time and had one bad experience and was like, that's
fuck
it.
That. We're done with that.
We're done with that.
Gotcha.
And we never look back. And now, a lot of times, we sit in amazement at what we're able to accomplish just right here in this room. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So it's a real deal.
Yeah.
Yo, what was I about to ask you? First of all, how does that feel knowing that you can do that? And was there anything in particular that happened that put you on that path of independence, like pure independence?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. Yeah, just years and experience of dealing with different situations. A lot of letdown. Lot of letdown.
Whew.
Lot of letdown. But like, if you would ask people that are really close to me, man, like few people that know me since maybe a young man would tell you, like, man, what I know about Sixman, this guy's a strong dude, man. So it's like the perseverance to keep going. You know what I mean? Through all the letdowns, man, I could have really just, like, I'm telling you, I could have really just gave up. From situations that's happening. Even when I first moved to Atlanta, bro, real quick, we used to sell CDs on the streets, hard body.
Yeah.
I pay rent, everything. I'm talking about selling CDs like that.
Yeah.
Sun up to sundown. So I'm riding with a friend. We he's driving, he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, and I'm stacking up to get a car, man. Stacking up money to get like a little Lexus ES 300. You know what I mean? Saved up my little $4,000, $5,000, paying into a person. Dude ended up running off with the money.
Wow.
Jeez. That shit put me down. I didn't even want to sell CDs, rap, do that. Like I was just hurt, bro. Hurt.
Yeah, wow. Right. That'll do it.
Yeah. Like, cause I'm thinking like how I grinded the money. Like I didn't work to save it. It was every CD dollar and saving up. And I'm like, yo.
That'll do it.
Damn. That shit could have took me out. But I picked myself up, some months down the line, figured it back out, got back out there again, still doing it, and just kept going. And then that led me somewhere else, man.
Yeah.
So, bro, I've been through it, bro.
Yeah, that right there is a testament to who you exactly are.
No doubt. Shit like that, So.
And that makes a difference. That separates the strong from the weak, right?
Absolutely.
There. Something like that.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
So how'd you get to Atlanta, Six?
Yeah.
What's that story?
And where you was trapping these CDs at, man? Because I used to, we was out there doing that too.
Yo, everywhere. I was at BP's. One of my main spots, I had to go to the BP right on Barrett Parkway.
Right you was out here.
Right there by the highway. Right there across from Target and all that. Yep. All the college students would come there Friday and Saturday. And they have all them cars out there. They be racing and all. They be getting in trouble and everything out there, racing. So we catch all the students every Friday and Saturday.
I knew it was some police activity involved with this story.
Of course, yeah. They always coming through because they would be out there just doing their thing. Like, fuck it, we gonna do what we do. But
I actually thought you was gonna say like downtown, 5 Points, Atlanta.
I hate them spots. Them spots. We would never get money out there.
Them was our spots, and it was certain times you could get money. It wasn't a show up every day and get money type thing.
We was every day.
I got you.
Every day. So we was like a routine, like a job routine if you was selling something.
Yeah.
All right, it's 10 o'clock. We stopping over in this area at this time. Then we break and go into Norcross. Then we coming back to Sandy Spring. Then we come back to Marietta. Then we go out to Kennesaw. Boom, night over. Selling all day.
And the other thing about downtown, CD wasn't a product to be selling. Downtown.
Right, downtown. Yeah, that was that was a hard area. Yeah, we avoid that area.
No doubt.
How long have you been here?
15 years, man.
How have I not run into you?
Well, maybe more than 50 since 03, so maybe more than 15.
Yeah.
I ain't doing the math right, so it could be more than
15, is it? 15? 03,
I've been here since 2000. How in the hell
I just left my job. I just left my job of 15 years. So I started there October 03. So you right exact.
I don't know, John, where you been at, man?
I've been here.
He was trying to be everywhere outside of fucking Kennesaw and Marietta.
So. Exactly. Yeah, I guess so.
Right.
That's what that was.
But it was proper timing when we did meet up with, proper timing.
Yeah. You can't
it happened how it needed to.
Yeah, you can't front on it at all.
Because I feel like the scene too is changing a little bit in Atlanta again too. You got to remember, in the time we talking about, scene was totally different.
Totally different.
So
15 years ago,
right? Our path might not have too much came across properly in that time. It was white tee era.
You right about that.
Maybe we was all trying to play another position to get somewhere else or whatever.
Right,
that was a whole nother era.
But the other thing about that too is it's funny to be out here moving and grooving and Marietta, Cobb, Kennesaw, all of that.
Yep.
I know when I first jumped off into this, we was based out of Marietta. These my original stomping grounds. This is where I touched down at back in '89.
Okay.
And it was to the point that the way we were doing our thing out here, we wasn't even in the Atlanta scene then.
Right.
By the time we got a hold to the scene and figured out, this really some shit going on down here, I was already representing Marietta, Georgia in the fucking rap pages. And when I got to the Atlanta scene, they were like, yo, that's the dude, right? Like, and I'm just like, and I'm looking around, I'm like, okay, Micronauts, okay, cool, Bathsheba Earth, okay, Binkus,
mass
like Mass Influence, okay, wow.
Right.
Damn. But it made me appreciate my grind because I didn't need all of that to accomplish what I had accomplished. I had the deal in Cali. You know, the rap pages came after that and other accolades before I actually jumped feet first into this Atlanta scene. So that's an interesting approach. You know, kind of similar. Did the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate that.
That time period, it was weird. Meeks and I talk about this every once in a while when we reminisce, because I was in Nashville prior to coming here for a year. So I got a job down here actually with a buddy of mine from college, which is what brought me down here. And he had a townhome in Kennesaw, a condo.
Man, does Mike D listen to us?
Nah,
I'm sorry.
Man, let's not go that way.
Okay.
Let's not go there. You know,
shouts out to Mike D, because that was our first recording studio.
Mike D's a homie, but man, I mean, you know, he doesn't like anything. I mean, you think Meeks doesn't like anything? This motherfucker doesn't like anything, and he would freely admit that. I'm not talking shit. This is the God honest truth. Anyway,
no doubt.
Long story short, when I moved here, it took me a couple months to figure out what was going on, and I moved here in 2000, and about that time. Because, see, I would come to Atlanta, you know, to come see, like, some real hip-hop shows and, like, get into some real shit. So I'd come down here, like, I saw the Roots play at a Tower Records when Philadelphia Half-Life came out.
Oh,
I saw J. Rue and Little 5 Points when Wrath of the Math had just come out. You know what I mean? Because we wouldn't get that shit in Nashville and Louisville and Lexington. Like, those shows would just not come here. So, like, I'd go to, like, Cincinnati and I'd go to St. Louis to go record shopping in Louisville and Nashville. But, like, to get into some real shit, like when Earwax was over on, Peachtree and 10th or 11th, what it was that makes? Something like that?
Yes.
It was Peachtree and 10th or Peachtree and 11th.
Yeah.
The first one. Yeah. The original one, not the one when they moved.
But Peachtree and 11th. Peachtree and 11th. Yeah, right there on the corner.
So I would come down here at least, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times a year. And I was so excited when I moved down here because there was a Fat Beats here in Atlanta at the time. Yep. I don't know, 03, it might have been closed by then. Anyway, it took me about 3 months to figure out that all the shit that I loved about the underground Atlanta hip hop scene, all the shit that Meeks was talking about, was about to get smothered and covered by all this white tee shit and the crunk and the snap movement and all that shit.
Yeah.
And man, I was really I was like, man, what the fuck? Why did I come down? Why did I come down here? Because I was trying to go to New York and LA. And I got this job offer, and I was like, oh, Atlanta's straight. It's still close to home. Mm-hmm. I know some people there. You know, I'm like, all right, this will be a good move. You know, it won't be expensive.
So, are you from Nashville?
I'm from Kentucky.
Yeah,
but you spent time in Nashville too.
Oh yeah.
So you being a DJ, so are you familiar with the name DJ Whitey?
Yes, I don't know him, but I know who Whitey is.
Heard the name before?
Yeah.
I used to do some music with DJ.
Oh yeah,
I used to go up to Tennessee with him and B Hoodie and a couple other guys.
Oh yeah.
Music with those guys.
Yeah. Like, wow.
I get around, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was just
Meeks is from Memphis.
Yeah, I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah. I met John in Nashville.
Yeah.
And we've been clicking ever since.
Okay, yeah. Hoodie would go over there with Kia Shine.
Okay.
From Memphis.
Kinfolk Kia Shine.
I talk to him every now and then too. Okay. Because he was familiar, so every now and then, what's up, kid? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good peoples, man. Like,
I went record shopping at like New Life on Charlotte Ave in Nashville. Like that was one of my spots.
It's a nice place, man.
What's that?
It's a nice place out there, Nashville.
Oh
man.
yeah, now it's super nice now.
Like
anyway,
that's why I was going to ask you. Out of all the places you could have ended up leaving Grand Rapids, how did you lock in on Atlanta? Or was it a progression? Like you said, you all over the place. What after you bounced from Grand Rapids, what parts of the globe have you touched?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, when I bounced from Grand Rapids, I came here.
Okay.
But before that, I was traveling back and forth to Cali a lot, and Chicago, and down to Florida, and just kind of making little small moves, doing my thing.
Okay.
But once I got here, I had to lay a lot of groundwork here because I knew something was going on here in Atlanta, and something was getting ready to happen. So that's what drew me here.
Okay.
So I tried to work that aspect for a little while until I got burnt out with that, and then I got an opportunity that took me overseas, man. When I went overseas, that changed my life hip-hop wise forever.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because then I got to understand and lock in who I truly am as an artist.
Yeah.
I learned I didn't have to conform to sounding like Atlanta.
Yeah.
I didn't have to try to do those type of little tricks and stuff like that. To just keep it and be me.
Yeah.
And that you're appreciated for that.
The appreciation is different over there.
Yeah. So they told me to just lock in and just
be you.
Be you. And just stay you. Because it was a hard time coming from Michigan and trying to figure out this Atlanta sound, how to lock in, going to all these parties at the compound, all this. I ain't know how to fit into it, man.
Yeah. You know, I tell people all the time, being here in Atlanta and doing the music the way that we do it is probably not one of the toughest decisions you have to make, but it's a hard decision to make.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, we could have been sold out long time ago and jumped on the white tea craze and the snap music and the trap music and all that. Hell, I'm from Memphis. I could have done my version of 3-6 Mafia, Skinny Pimp, or any of that. But I'm born and raised in Memphis, and I gravitate towards real hip hop, and that's what got in me initially and has stuck with me all this time. So. But when you start speaking in terms of the business and trying to like get in and thinking you could be a superstar and all of that, you know, it takes balls to be like, you know, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
You know,
yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna do me. I like what I like. And that's what I'm doing.
It is just being in that, since we in that era. And then, you know, talking about, you know, my homie, I even had to watch him with the Gangsta Grill thing. Willie, he had to do some things that was really a little bit out of his box. He'll tell you now. He wouldn't tell you then. Because I would hit him up like, yo, how you feel about you being like you on the label with Little Bootsy and all that? He was just like, that's my label mate and all that. Now he'll tell you like a different story. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I was just like, what are you doing? But you had to do what you had to do to
But you can't
go
really front on that because that was a wave.
Of
you
course.
Know what I'm saying?
No doubt. No doubt.
That was big time, like.
Of course.
Like, and that wasn't really some Atlanta shit.
But I'm speaking for him as the type of artist he really is, because I know him.
Yeah.
So the type of artist he really is versus what he had to change and try to shift and maybe try to do a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I understand.
It was definitely a switch up for sure.
But I understand. Like it took you still took you to heights.
But would you say it was still parts of real Willie in that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
To the
so
fullest.
He had to kind of just
to the fullest.
At times morph into something else.
Right. Just to kind of try to do things and beats and things that they more wanted him to do like that. Because if you listen to him now, it says he's in his full transformation of just who he is.
Okay.
And his sound of who he is.
That.
You know what I'm saying? So,
that's what I love about this shit right now. Whether it's Willie or whoever else it is this shit is just completely blown all the way open now. Like everybody's gone back to like, not gone back, but like everyone, I mean, more than ever can be, you know, 110% who they want to be.
Yeah.
And it can be some weird bug out shit. I mean, we got motherfuckers showing up with names like fucking UFO Fev and shit. you know, piece of Fev. I mean,
that was the name from last week. That was the name of the night.
You know, this isn't like some, you know, it's like some weird, like, you know, college, like, you know, weird, like.
Nah, it's real music.
These are like, you know, New York dudes, like UFO Fab. My name's UFO Fab. What's up?
Going in.
You know what I
mean? Yeah. But that's dope though. Like,
exactly. That's what I mean. Is so like everybody's just doing the shit that they want to do right now, and it's so it's just so dope right now.
It's a very interesting, very refreshing time. Like I said, and just to know that it's not a whole bunch of grumpy ass 40 plus, almost 50-year-old men that's keeping this shit popping. I gotta give it to these young cats out here.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Yeah.
And especially mainly because y'all coming to fuck with what we fuck with.
Yeah.
So first of all, welcome. Second of all, don't switch up somewhere and feel like you got to do something else. You in a good spot right now. To all you young cats out here that I say is doing it the right way, man, stay where you at, man. It'll be a much greater payoff at the end for you.
Catch your own sound, man. People got to learn to understand the market of consumption too. When you are MC, when you understand the market of consumption and who your consumer is, you can navigate making music different, bro.
Talk to them.
You really can navigate making music different. Because I be talking to some of my friends who might be just coming along and they don't understand, well, why you keep serving a particular type of meat and package is because I understand my market of who I'm serving it to.
Right. Overseas did that for you too, right?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but even locking in over here now I'm directed to being here with y'all.
Yeah.
And with John Doe.
Yeah.
Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
different cats in New York who doing like
it's over here.
Yeah, like it's a different time over here. So now I understand. So I only lock in, not only lock in, but it's my first go-to.
Got you.
Y'all, you know what I'm saying? And then the people who appreciate. Because it's people who appreciate that. We don't even know who they are.
Exactly. All over the world.
All over the world. And they
all
just appreciate, man.
And the deepest, darkest corners of the world, too. You just have no idea about
every color or breed of person and just people you wouldn't even expect. These are things I learned sitting in coffee shops, selling my CD, smoking my weed, and just selling my CD, surviving, doing my thing. And you got a Russian guy buying my joint, dude from Jamaica over here, then them from over in Thailand, because there's so many, tourists that come in too versus who's just there. So it's like, you listen to hip-hop? Like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, that's tight. You know what I mean? Those type of things is what really interests me, man. Like the different variety of people who don't even speak your language but know your music.
Yeah, that's
what the fuck is that?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it is.
That'll bug you out.
Yeah, worldwide.
Yo, we talked about we talked about your jump off at our showcase. But you just mentioned a name that we're close to as well, the Wrecking Crew, AllStars. And you did theirs the night before, right?
Yeah.
How'd you make that connection initially?
I don't know. I discovered their radio station, just like I kind of discovered John Doe. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just start reaching out, sending records. And it ran a little while, but then he got at me. Like, I'm totally sorry. Like, let's get you up here. Like, yo, you nice. Like, and he like, I know Ren ain't gonna be telling everybody that. Like, you gotta really probably be nice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I took it as that. Like, okay. So then we went up there and did it, and just meeting everybody, man. I was like, yo, this feel like home. This feel like where I need to be.
Okay.
Patronizing a lot. You know what I mean? And so that's how that came. Just social media, discovering.
Now you've been here since 2003. Was you fucking with any college radio back then? WRFG, 88.5, none of that?
Nope, I was totally oblivious to all that.
Wow.
I didn't really know. Like, I didn't know any of that.
Wow. Okay.
I didn't know any of that. I was just trying to discover.
Okay.
Just trying to discover. You know what I'm saying?
So family brought you down here, Six, or
no,
Atlanta was just somewhere you wanted to?
We just
feel like it was a good move.
We just kind of relocated.
Okay,
gotcha. My mom's that came down too.
Okay,
I came down. My brother, my youngest brother, was still in Michigan. He was still he had got adopted out when we was younger.
Wow.
So he was still in that situation until he turned 18, and I paid for his ticket to come back down here. Yeah. That type of thing. So it was just wanting to relocate, get out of there. Not running from nothing, but just get out of Michigan, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you guys got to get up.
Yeah.
Fresh start for her.
Yeah.
Doing some things with school. My mom was doing some things with school. Fresh start for her. Fresh start with me musically.
Yeah.
I was doing so much in Michigan. I was killing so much. I really had to, I was younger back then. I really had to go. It was like, I can't do nothing else here. I need to take it.
I've done it.
Somewhere else. And you know what I mean? Because I really was that guy at that time.
Yeah.
Doing my music in Michigan coming up. If you like, it was you would hear my name. So that's why coming from this to, I went back home and did a 30 years hip hop as one of the pioneers in Grand Rapids hip hop music.
No way.
So you got a guy named Robert S. He was the first guy to ever have a record deal from our city on Epic next to Michael Jackson. So this is historic from, coming from that. Then you got other guys, a lot of Dark Man came, being with the Wu-Tang, making the name Gun Rule. Yeah. That's historical. Okay. Then myself coming, doing what I did. I had a single called Who Am I? The Definition that came out back then. It was a maxi single. Featured Willie the Kid before he even came out with DJ Drama. Mm-hmm. So these were
what year was that?
This was 99, 2000.
Okay. Wow.
You can look it up. It's still 1 or 2 on like Amazon right now. Type thing, like for real. So these were my early, my early footprints in Michigan. So when you like that, it's like, man, I hadn't done everything. Every club, every opening, every radio, man, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Because I want to be big. I don't want to be local.
Yeah.
I want to be nationwide with it, man. I want the whole hip hop community to know me.
Yeah. So how'd you get into just what made you think you could be an MC or write or make music or what got you into it, man?
I tell this story every interview, man. It's crazy, man. What did it when I was initially born in California.
Okay.
Moved out when we was 5. So that's where I was initially born at. So in that period, my mom had me watching Sesame Street, Beat Street, Sesame Street, Breaking. So this is what I'm taking in all the time. I had my little Nike jacket, windbreaker. I was falling in love.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? And really, for me, watching Beat Street, watching the whole New York aspect of hip hop, that's where I fell in love. Because you got to remember, I was in Cali. You had the Breaking, that was Cali-based.
Mm-hmm.
It did it a little bit. I was like, okay, that's cool. But what did it was that New York subway, them fat laces and the bubble goose jacket and like...
Yeah.
So I started breaking at first, bro. Yeah. I started doing a little bit of graffiti at first. I was finding myself.
Shit. That shit hurt.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm too big. I'm too
that
big.
Shit hurt, man.
I'm too big.
That shit hurt, man. All that windmilling and trying to do suicide.
I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah,
I couldn't figure it out.
All that.
But shout out to them. But for the love, we tried. You know what I mean? For the love, we tried.
Yeah.
But
I always ask this question, like, what else did you suck at before you figured out what you were good at?
Right. Breaking.
Because I almost actually broke some shit.
Yeah. And then if you're a true lover, you dabbed in all of them. So you really got respect for the DJ. Knowing what they do, like, it's like, okay, the blending, you can blend, okay, but do you really know how to get it in like these guys?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The other problem is the monetary investment you had to make, especially before like laptops and all that shit too, right? Buying records and turntables and equipment and all that shit.
And just blindly going off the feeling, like that's bag, bro.
Yeah,
man.
All right, so you dabbled in a little bit of everything, and then you got the rhyme bug, or was there one particular record or one particular artist?
Nah, we was battling on the streets back in Grand Rapids.
Okay,
we from a real lyrical city.
Why is that?
Like Floyd Mayweather is from our city, so think about all the shit Floyd Mayweather talks.
He's a shit talker.
He is a shit talker extraordinaire.
Yeah.
You ever met Floyd?
Of course. Numerous times. He's from Neyland. He's from our same block. I know where his grandmama. She was right across the street. Right across the street.
What's that guy like in real person, man? In real life?
He's not really what you see on TV.
Yeah, that's all show.
He for the TV though.
But like I just remember his early years when he had the big yellow Hummer, and he just was coming up. He a hip hop lover. He loved battle rap. He loved hip hop dudes.
Yeah,
and he just was really just. He flamboyant. When I look at Floyd, I'm like, that's a typical Grand Rapids dude, man. Like I understand. I understand.
Wow.
It's a little much, but I understand being from there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta imagine MCs.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah.
Bro, we think we
popping that shit.
We think we really did, like Michigan wise.
Yeah.
We always gotta go toe to toe with Detroit, man.
Yeah,
I was just talking to the homie about that.
Yeah.
So like when you think Michigan, what's the first thing you're gonna think of? Detroit.
Not me, but but
most people.
Me, when I think about Michigan, I I go to Flint.
MC Breed.
Breed was nasty.
Major love. But Breed I respect that. It's more than just Detroit.
Yeah. Eventually I got to Detroit because of Slum and JD and all that. Before that, Michigan for me is Flint. That was my first taste of Memphis.
Dayton family, all that. That's classic. Yeah. That's where I learned my independent roots at. Watching those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you. So I got a respect for the state of what we do. Not just, I was just telling him, we can't just be, I'm from here. I'm from Detroit. I'm from Grand Rapids. Man, I got love for the whole state of MCs, man. Yeah. I want to see them all do their thing. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted people to respect us as a whole collective. So we was battling. That's how I got into figuring out that I was nice on the mic. I was battling. People was like, bro, you nice and you slayed them. And then we going over here to this guy and then he's supposed to be the best. And like, you got to get your name tag first. You know,
I can do this. I'm all right at this.
Right, before you even think about doing a record, man. We had to get them stripes in first, bro.
Got you.
And I really got my stripes in Michigan, bro.
Yo, did you ever see Floyd throw hands in the street?
No. Okay. No.
I would love to hear. I was hoping there was a story somewhere.
What we did see of Floyd, what I remember seeing Floyd was Floyd had a little yellow car. I don't remember what this car. I have to Google it. Little yellow car, man. Yeah, he liked yellow for some reason. And he had his golden gloves, boxing gloves in the trunk always. And we didn't really know who Floyd was like that. We just knew that this was some kid and he was winning Golden Glove and something's about to happen with this kid. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's what we was hearing at that early time. Then all of a sudden he went to the Olympics. It was the talk of the town. Yeah. And then he lost and got that bronze thing. It was the talk of the town. Yeah. And then we just kept watching and watching. It was, and it's so much hate on Floyd from our city that it's just, it's disrespectful, man.
Wow.
Like,
that's too bad.
It's so much hate.
Wow.
If you want to know the people who really want to see Floyd lose, it's in Grand Rapids.
Yeah,
wow.
Them the people that want to see him lose the most.
Wow.
Why? You know what I mean? Like, damn.
Amazing.
Like
that's why you had to go.
You see what I'm saying? That type of mentality.
Right. Gotcha.
That type of mentality, man.
I got you.
Yeah. You know?
And you talk about getting your stripes. Talk to us about Sixman. How you get the moniker?
Yeah, what's the name
Sixman?
come from? That's a good question.
Okay, it goes back into we had not even we. Let me tell the story correctly because I know they're gonna watch. It was they had a group. It was a group that these guys had. It was 5 guys in a group. They had a group called Shogun. They had a real like Wu-Tangy sound, right? So I'm coming out of boys' home and things like that, and my mom just moved out to the suburb area, so now I'm in the suburb high school type thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mixed school type thing.
Okay.
So it's this kid out there, Andre Barnes. He's still my friend. Shout out Andre Barnes. He's still my friend. Me and him start just battling, friendly battling. Mm-hmm. He's like, yo, this motherfucker nice right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. He brings me over to the basement with these 5 guys. One of the 5 guys that was in that group was Willie The Kid.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? It all goes back. So, dude, this is how he gave me the name. Out of them 5, he like, bro, you gonna be the Sixman assassin. to the group, you gonna be the Sixman assassin.
Yes, Meeks.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench and don't nobody know what the fuck, who is this guy?
Shit like that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's how
that's a dope story.
Like
that's how I got that name.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Drop that assassin and just brand it to Sixman.
Sixman.
You know what I mean?
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They give out awards for the Sixman of the year.
Real tough. But we spell it Sixman, but still, you know, that same, where the hell did you come?
Yeah. Oh,
effect.
shit.
That effect.
Hey, we know these 5, but this motherfucker right here.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
That was my moniker, you know what I mean?
I fuck with it.
Sixman. Eddie, can I? Yo.
Oh, I got you.
I got to re-up too.
Look.
Re-up is real.
I fuck with him.
That Willis, the jam. Big shout to Lisa.
I like this right
pour
here.
my glass.
I'm good, but I'm actually going to wait.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. I'm going to wait. Oh, man, that's some good bourbon right there, though. I'll tell you that much.
Wow.
Oh Lord. Six, tell us about
real quick, homie. Thank you for entertaining me last night and taking the bottle to the head with me.
Oh, absolutely.
You started to make me look bad out there, but I
you know what? You know how I get though when I'm in show mode. I'm thinking about so much shit.
I wasn't trying to get you to guzzle though, just a taste. Just a taste.
Did I guzzle?
No, you didn't guzzle.
Okay, right.
I think you feel like the peer pressure was.
No. I was just worried about setting shit off properly and being prepared.
And I would also like to apologize because I could have got some cups, but you know what?
That's the way you do it.
Last night was just. I
felt like I was at one of my.
Six. So they get ready to call us up. This is a brand new bottle. I get hit off with that sound check. Shouts out to Lisa.
No doubt.
That was our payment for the night.
Okay, no doubt. It's all good.
So they call us up. I get up on stage before he even say who coming up next. I start ripping the label and all that shit. I walk around to the Binkers banner, which was dope as fuck last night. Love to see that shit. I poured out some for the homie. And I walked behind that to in the DJ area. No backwash. And I just took a little bit. And I extended to John. He's like, nah, man. I'm
I'm
man,
good.
If you don't drink out this bottle with me right now,
Right,
we're going to have a problem here. Thank you for indulging with me, homie.
Absolutely, yeah. Meeks looked at me like, motherfucker, you better take a drink of this shit.
Come on, man.
And I'm like, all right.
We took it to the head, man. On some hood shit.
True friends, man. That's what's
True
up.
friend indeed.
Friends,
My
man.
brother right there, man.
Yeah, man.
No doubt.
Respect. I like that.
Or,
John's a good guy.
Oh, man. That's
good
funny.
guy, man.
What was I going to ask? Shit, I was going to ask you something.
I'm sorry.
No.
So,
Hold on.
Just
I
going
had
with
it.
the flow.
No, I had it. What was I going to ask? I was going to ask about Wasted.
Yeah.
Wasted, bro. I want to ask you.
Yo,
yeah.
I was just...
Meeks is salty.
Yo.
Meeks wants a hat that
I got the dad hat, and I got a big ass head.
Okay.
But we just got some footage from that night.
Okay.
We had 2 cameras in the house that night. So we just got some footage from that night. And John, he got that hat you got on right now, and just seeing it on that video footage, I was like, homie, hat fresh as fuck.
Yeah.
But I couldn't see what was on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, homie, what was that hat?
So we need to get you one then.
We
We need to tell David to get you one then, man.
Look.
Yeah. Meeks loves that hat.
Look, man, that motherfucker crispy. And your man, is it David?
David, yeah.
Yo, he was awesome that night because
man.
He ain't know me from Adam, you know what I'm saying? But he extended the gift bag. He was like, yo, man, this for you. I was like, what is this?
Absolutely, because I prepped him on who was who.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? As far as who was doing the show. He knew the celebrities and stuff
Sixman
like that.
ain't thorough,
yeah,
y'all.
Man,
I'm trying to tell you.
He is.
He prepping his own people.
Yeah, man. Make sure you take care.
That's what you do.
And then, he took care of John,
I
too.
appreciate
and then
that.
I introduced him to a few people and everything.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The dad hat will get used.
Of course.
No,
but we need to get him this one.
I have people in my family with smaller heads than me, but that I think that would be a greater fit.
I'm gonna hit him.
What's up with Wasted though? Talk to us.
Yo, man, Wasted, man. It's a dope brand. Shout out David. He's been a friend for over 20 years. We go back, so I've been knowing David for a while, man.
Okay.
Through the rapper scene.
Okay.
He's just got an incredible brand, bro. Like a nationwide brand, and I just gravitated toward it. He's from the city, and I'm just doing my part.
From Grand Rapids.
Yeah, he's from Grand Rapids.
Okay.
So I'm just doing my part of helping with the branding. He's running with some, other guys, Waka Flocka, and some other guys that he's doing his thing, getting it branded. I mean, he's trying to brand it. He want to get it through the whole community. So we just doing our part. And like I said, that night, man, I'm glad we got it into a lot of people's hands, some of those pieces. Because the brand is just fly, just period.
It makes it different.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's
it was just
fly.
so dope to see everybody like Finesse and Large, and everybody was walking around with their bags at the end of the night. I just thought that was dope.
Right, y'all did it like that.
Yeah,
everybody.
Everybody.
All right, I see you.
Everybody. And make sure we took the picture with him and everything. Like
he did it right.
Yeah, and made sure we slipped the CD in there at the same time.
He did it right.
strategy.
Strategize.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out there and, make sure we solidified out there, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Does he has a shop up there or did I see a picture of it? Is he a shop? Does he have a shop or is it all?
When you saw that picture, he did a pop-up shop at my listening party.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. So he did a pop-up shop there and he came and listened to the album and you was able to check out some Wasted brand in the community where we from. Mm-hmm. And I told them guys, man, make sure y'all go back there and y'all support and y'all get y'all a hat, a shirt or something. He's from where we from too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Beyond just coming to hear my album. Support him as well. We're all doing this together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's a group effort.
Yeah, but he's doing his thing, bro.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing. His gear's turning up everywhere, man.
That's it right there.
This something else though. This is another guy, shout out to him. They're out in Maryland, Baltimore area.
Okay.
The Bottom Clothing.
Okay.
So that's the jacket you see right here.
Okay.
Beware hisses become kisses.
Okay.
He got another shirt, Survival of the Illest.
Okay.
So he got some real dope things. So, just a couple different brands that, mess with me. I mess with them.
Okay.
I try to show my support until I get my merchandise out and flood with my merchandise.
And I know you plotting up on that daily.
Yeah. I'm plotting on that daily, man.
Gotcha.
So it's going to be my name and symbols on these and these and...
Got you.
We're gonna have a Southern Vanguard version that puts an E on the end of Sixman's name, right? Sixman. Put an E on that motherfucker. We'll put a Southern Vanguard logo on
no
the back.
doubt.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll go Havers on those shirts with you, man.
It's just that easy. You know what I'm saying?
Good idea.
It's just that easy.
I know we're gonna do more events, together and things like that. I know we're gonna do more events.
Yeah,
man.
It seems like it's coming around. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that time again. You know what I'm saying? To put our foot in this thing. So
I never thought I'd say it, man. I never thought I would be. This sounds really awful to say, but it's true.
I know it's real.
We talk. We talk about nothing but the truth here
ad nauseum.
But I have not been as excited about Atlanta hip hop and what's going on here probably since I've ever been here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Been right now.
And I know part of the excitement is based on the fact that you know how to keep your expectations where?
Well, exactly. Low. How do you say cautiously optimistic?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll take that too. I'll take that too.
And again, I can't stress enough, man. Thank you guys for putting me on an official A3C show.
Oh, word.
Took 4 to 5 years. I've been trying to get an official show. It took for, Southern Vanguard to do that for me.
Thank you, man.
So I'm grateful for, I'm dead ass for real.
Thank you,
dead ass. Y'all don't know how excited I was. I was like, yo, I'm in the app this year.
You got it.
I'm in the app this year.
That's real. That's when it's real, right?
Well, I mean, little do you know, or you might know it, it's the first time we've had an official A3C show.
You got us beat.
Salute.
Since the first one, though.
Yeah.
Since before they had an app and all that.
Right.
Shouts out to the Loft. And 14 years? Was this 14?
Oh, shit.
I've never done an 8. No, I'm sorry.
Nah, we did the first one.
I had to do
I'm sorry. This is the second. This is our first. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Never mind.
We did the very first one at the Loft. You know what I mean?
But no, I did not.
It was Prophetics.
Nah,
was it just me and Mello?
Yeah.
But still.
Oh, wow.
Now and then I forgot you and I did we did the Daylight stage 2 years ago.
We did the Daylight. We did the fuck out the Daylight stage.
I was there watching that.
Okay.
I met them in the conference center.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I was out there just
Daylight
working
stage, Prince Poe, main stage, Prince Poe, John DJ for Alchemist and
that's right. No, that's right.
Yeah, I remember that Pete Rock was there that year. Alchemist,
he was.
Yeah. Okay, I was walking around that year.
But that's not official because that was some backhanded shit.
Yeah. I was on some backhanded shit too.
That was some backhanded shit because it wasn't really official for us, but we were there. We were in the house. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
We were not on the app.
Yeah.
Right. But we were there.
Right. That was my situation the following year.
Okay.
When I did the Rod Digger show.
Okay. Yeah. We got that in the notes.
Right.
How was that?
It was a great show. It just I get stuck in that, right? Like, my performance, as soon as I got done, everybody came in the door. So I was kind of like, it's okay. It's like, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't official. I didn't get an A3C band, none of that stuff. But I still did it. I did it with a smile.
Sure.
I recorded it. I put the footage up.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it work for me. Like, I'm going to make it work for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them type dudes.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, Sixman is official. He knows what he's doing. He's going to make it work.
Well, but I heard Bishop had a horrible turnout, though. I heard that everybody bailed after Ra went on.
Yep.
I heard it was crickets in there after
Bishop
after,
Lamont.
Yeah,
Ra had the she
tore that motherfucker down. I heard
everything from her till like Shabam had a good set.
Okay.
Napoleon still had a good set.
Oh, that's right. Napoleon was there.
Yeah,
Right.
they went on kind of prior to her.
Yeah.
But when Ra did her thing, and then after that,
Yeah, it's that classic. Meeks, and we were talking about this during the show or for the showcase to make sure you keep it rolling. And they were even doing it. They were even doing it last night. It honestly had me a little worried.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I was watching that, but it would get off, but it would get back on.
But because it was cold outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's in my opinion. Anyway, but what I heard was there was a big gap between Ra and Bishop going on, and people thought the show was over.
Ah, okay.
Oh wow.
Well, that would make.
Got to keep
sense.
the fucking show moving, man.
Yeah. You got to keep it moving.
You got to keep it moving. Nobody's there to hear a DJ. If they're there to hear a DJ, it's at the end of the night. Yeah. And they're probably going to close the shit out. You put on a DJ at 11:30, 11:45, midnight. That's a bad idea.
That sound like the end of the night.
You got to keep it moving type thing.
Exactly.
You got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
So,
anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, Six, what do you want to leave the people with, man?
The floor is yours, man.
Yeah.
Talk to them.
Got anything you want to get off your chest or anything you want to tell the people about us around the corner? Or
no doubt. I just, I want to just stress to everybody, man, make sure they check out my latest projects, The Grand. Check out Last King. They're available. They can hit me up for physical copy. They available digitally. Working on another project right now already, man, called $6 Million Man. You know what I mean? Like from the moniker of the old $6 Million Man, I finally found a way that I'm comfortable to incorporate and flip it and brand it and make something where it to be me. So we working on that now. I got a couple records with some couple dudes that's in the vault for that's cooking. So we still cooking and getting ready for Southwest and getting ready for Europe in April, May to go over there, do a couple things, couple shows. So, I'm just grinding, man. I want people to stay aware of me, man. Just, stay watching what I'm doing. I'm going to stay consistent. You know what I mean? I ain't going to never beg the consumer to, nothing. Just watch what I'm doing. I'm going to be there. And I hope that you like what I'm, putting out. And that'll tell the tale, you know what I'm saying? So,
I'm going to tell y'all right now, keep watching.
Keep watching, man.
Social media, Six.
The Real Sixman, everything.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Everything. Website, The Real Sixman, everything, Real Sixman.
Dope.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful.
Dope.
All right, man. Thank you, dude.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
Thank you guys.
I have no idea why we have not run across one another until now, especially when we've been on.
Wild.
All of us have actually kind of been in the same.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild, man.
Anyway.
But timing is everything. We here now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and make sure you know that you fuck with us.
Absolutely.
And you send us. And we got you.
Absolutely.
Yes,
all right.
Absolutely, bro.
All right.
Bam.
Southern Vanguard Radio.
Yeah.
Sixman.
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 DJ John Doe, Cappuccino Meeks. We are the guard.
Southern Vanguard Radio. Twice a week Meeks and twice a week Doe.
No doubt.
We out.
We out, y'all.
Peace.
Yeah.